How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of I Am Zain Film Class. I am your host, Zain, and today we're going to be unlocking one of the most powerful tools in our filmmaking arsenals, camera movement. The way your camera moves and tells the audience how to feel, it's not just about fancy gears or steady cams, it's about using movement with intention. So whether you're shooting on your phone, DSLR, or a cinema cam, these 4 tips are gonna help you move like a pro. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, follow the subject and track the movement for immersion. It's one of the simplest but most immersive techniques that you can use. When you track someone walking, running, or even just turning their head, you bring the audience to them. For example, in the movie Children of Men, the camera follows the characters through a chaotic environment, making us feel like we're right there just ducking bullets and then moving from one car to the next. Here's a challenge for you. Grab a friend, follow them through a space, whether it's a hallway, park, use a gimbal or a stabilizer and carefully follow the motion as smooth as you possibly can. That will be your practice in getting better when you're trying to follow the action, especially in action movies. Tip number 2, try slow push-ins that build tension or intimacy. Nothing says drama like a slow push-in. It's subtle but powerful. When you are slowly pushing the camera towards the subject, it creates either intimacy or tension. So depending on the context, you could kind of use that to your advantage. For example, think of a close-up push-in shot of a person realizing a dark secret and the camera slowly pushes to their face and then you could see the realization in their eyes. Suddenly the stakes feel higher. Tip number 3, experiment with tilt shots. You ever feel like a scene needs a touch of weird? Try a tilt shot. It's also known as a Dutch angle. Tilting your camera slightly can make things feel a bit off, surreal, or emotionally intense. It usually happens when you're watching a villain and they start off good, but then the reveal happens and all of a sudden the camera just tilts. And then you're like, uh-oh, they're not really honest or not telling the truth. And the camera operator really reveals to the audience that that person is not good. Horror films use this all the time, as well as acting like a third man to the suspense. Tip number 4, create fluid transitions. Match movements between shots that create a fluid transition. If someone exits a frame to the right, then start the next clip with the movement entering from the left. This tricks the brain into thinking it's one continuous moment. Watch any Sam Colder travel video. Seamless whip pans and motion match cuts are everywhere. Alright, so that wraps up today's episode, which is mastering the movements with camera. So let's recap. Track your subject to bring us closer into the scene. Use slow push-ins to raise the emotional stakes. Try tilt shots for unsettling and dramatic tones. Match movements in your edits for seamless transitions. Now, before we go, I would like to give a big shout out to the movie Thunderbolts. This is exactly what Marvel needed. This movie was so inspirational, and I wish they used these elements for the newest Captain America movie, but that's okay. This movie kind of brought you home to what it felt like when we first watched the Avengers movie. Now, granted, it's not on the bigger scale with an alien invasion, but this focused on fighting one singular character that was powerful. The way they are transitioning us into the next phase is exactly where we need to be, because we kind of just felt lost. And I just want to give a shout out to Thunderbolts. Everyone did an amazing job. There was a lot of heartfelt moments, and I really appreciate the action and care that they did for these ensemble of Marvel characters. So shout out to Thunderbolts. Now hit that like button if you learned something new, subscribe for more weekly film gems, and comment on your favorite movement trick below. Remember, stay creative, stay inspired, and I'll be seeing you next week.